You guys ever just have those days where you feel like complete hot, muggy garbage? It's kind of what I'm going through right now. So, as of the last video, we had torn down Chewie. Obviously, checked everything over with the short block. We didn't find any issues or anything there. This time around, I'm kind of dealing with some stuff. So on the ground, I've been piling up parts, just trying to essentially get ahead of myself on everything that I have to swap onto this. But I did want to talk a little bit about what plans are for both of the cars. Mittens is going to be running a, what I like to call EPA-ok build. So it's going to, for the most part, try and retain all of the components, or try and retain as many, if not all of the components, much like our buddy the WRX over there. So we'll be running a different turbo than the WRX. It should show up hopefully tomorrow, so we can start getting a little more of this assembled. But for now, I'm going to try and look at all of the different parts and everything that I had, so I can try and figure out which parts I want to use, because for the most part, I have 2 of each of these. But I think a good starting point for this video is to take this whole assembly apart, take the current side feed rails off, and then clean up the TGVs. And I think we'll probably just time-lapse that and see how they come out, because right now they look pretty bad. So let's get going on that, and then I guess we'll check in afterwards. Both sets of TGVs are clean at this point. It took a really, really long time, but I did go a little overkill. A couple of things when focusing on this. The main part that causes TGVs to mess up is right in between this flap here and that divider. When you get carbon buildup and stuff, they stick. And when they stick, they no work. So what I did to kind of get around that is, if you take the motor off, it's going to, with the kind of return spring that's built into this, turn the flaps up this way, and then you can actually put the motor back on and it'll hold the flaps upward. By doing that, I was able to get in here and clean everything out really good. They look a hell of a lot better than they did. I tried to get as far in there as possible as well. There's a ton of carbon built up in these, so now they're all good. After I got them cleaned, I did take the, wherever the hell it is, took the air chuck and just blew them out with air to make sure we didn't have any issues. And then, important, I made sure to turn the flaps back down where they're supposed to be and put this back on. So now these are ready to be put on the car, all clean and nice, and ready to perform. In order to use my radium fuel rails, I need these little green inserts that I don't know what happened to.
What are you talking about? Aren't they on your other fuel rails?
No. The TGV deletes didn't need them. So I got a bit of a problem here. Also, I can't get back up, so I'm just gonna go to bed. No, it's okay. Perfect. Alright, just touching base on this. So I have the old style radium rails. And we also have the new style, which I think is just a design change. For the most part, they're essentially same length and everything. They just don't have the jetting out where they do. Both except the dampers. So I don't know which one I'll use. I have dampers, but I just kind of did a test fit real quick, and these do not fit with the factory stuff around them. So I may not be able to use these on this. I don't think it's going to be a problem with 1300s. I would have preferred to have the pulse dampers, but you can only do what you can. I changed my mind. We're going to try and find a way to make this work. We're going to try and continue forward, and I'm going to hit up radium in like the morning. So shit! I'm going to try and hit up radium on Monday. But we can at least test fit these and make sure they work. Just one thing, the O-ring on here is totally shot Good news is it's just the ORB O-ring that is the same. Hopefully should be the same as these block offs. So I'm gonna swap those over real quick. And then I'm gonna test fit them, and in order for these to fit, I can't have this facing up towards the TGV. It worked on the deletes, but it hits the housing of the TGV, so it like kinks it like that, or it doesn't even work. So I have to make sure they both face outward, where they will hopefully be low enough to go underneath the OCV. So, okay, another update. I thought these were both the same. I thought they were identical, but if you look at the holes, these holes are spaced closer together than these holes. So these are for top feed only. These are for side feed to top feed conversion. So we may hold on to these and use them on the AMS manifold for Chewie. All right, I'm gonna get these swapped over, and then I'll bring it into the car and test fit them and see if we run into any other issues. I took these off and swapped them around. That way it's still tight, but they're facing the direction hopefully I want them in. So we're gonna test fit these and see if they dodge the oil control valve there and dodge the other hoses and stuff. So either way, I've got them both flipped differently. So if I have issues with this one, I can always swap to this one and find out which one works best. No, dude, that's golden. Kind of. Maybe use the other one.
Damn like them.
Matt's been looking at vans recently.
I was.
Yeah, I heard.
I am looking for a van so that I can park outside of places and scare people. No, in reality, I'm looking for a van to use as a, it doesn't have to be a van, it just has to have sliding doors. That way we can hang out of it with cameras and scare people. No? Okay. So as I'm filming out here, behind me, we just have a fire going.
We're making s'mores.
And we're making s'mores.
With welding rods.
With welding rod.
This is what we do. Is that welding rod?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
So,
You don't have any s'more steaks. How am I supposed to cook a marshmallow?
you didn't ask if I had s'more
No.
steaks.
Yes, I did. I walked upstairs and you didn't answer me because you're doing
Don't you
something.
guys have all the stuff for the fireplace upstairs?
A fireplace
The
poker?
giant skewer?
The fireplace
Dude.
At least
poker?
that's meant to go in the fire.
I have a giant skewer through
You
it.
think I can still weld with these?
Be sick. Why didn't you use like you should have used a screwdriver.
All of my... No.
Dude, here you go.
This is clean and brand new. No.
Quit being... You're being ridiculous. Here you go, get your hand close.
Here,
to
I'll
that
give
bad
you a
boy.
marshmallow and you make a s'more with that.
Perfect. Just a little poker. Is my shit on fire?
All of a sudden the thing's going.
I literally didn't even think. I put my dead cat in the fire. Sweet! That'll work. I'm having a lot of trouble staying focused. So I need to clean the intake manifold. And then I have some gaskets and stuff that I'm gonna swap out on it. So I need to find which one I want to use, which neither of them particularly look good. So if I use this one for Mittens, nothing's done to it. It's got all the basic stuff, but it does have about 30,000 less miles on it. If I do that, it has the 2-port I have to swap for the 3-port, and then it has the stock map that I would have to upgrade to a different one. But if I just use Chewie's, because Chewie's going to get the AMS manifold, Chewie already has a 4-bar, and it has the 3-port. So I think this is probably the way I'm going to go, and I'm just going to swap things over. Alright guys, sorry, this video's been kind of all over the place. Now me and Tanner have just been messing around with fuel lines and other stuff for the past like 15 minutes, maybe longer.
You can't run a 90 off that.
So, the purpose of this video essentially is just to test fit everything and find out what's needed and what's not to get this thing running. So, I feel like we're at least making some really good progress. I've cleaned a bunch of stuff, so I should be able to get moving on this and get everything moving forward. So I'm gonna keep playing around with these fuel lines a little bit and see if I can find a routing that works. We have both a Cobb and an IAG kit of the PTFE hoses, so just trying to see if we can piece these together and make something work at this point. That would be good routing. I still don't have any injectors in there because I gotta contact Radium to get the reducer fitting that is either green or black that Radium makes. And it's to house the injector as it goes in there. So I don't have those anymore. I probably threw them out because I thought I'd never need them again, like I do with everything. So I need to learn not to do that. But anyways, I'm gonna keep going on this. I think I'm gonna try and get the AOS routed tonight, and then probably call it good and start making some phone calls tomorrow. TGVs look like crap in cars. They do, they look like crap, they get in the way. But that's what we gotta deal with, so. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. So we test fit a lot of parts that are not staying on the car at the end there, but we just wanted to kind of get the full effect, or at least somewhat close to the full effect. I don't feel like we accomplished a whole lot in this video, but like I said before, the most important thing about this was getting all the parts laid out and figuring out what I still needed and kind of where to go from here. So I think I'm happy with the progress we made today. Kind of started really late, so pretty tired, and it's been hot.
Quick thing for everyone watching, if you're gonna make a s'more, for your marshmallow, what you gotta do is literally stick it in there until it's on fire.
Yeah, and you blow it out, and then you pull the...
That's not how you cook marshmallow at all, though.
Oh,
That's not how it's done.
It's literally
You're literally doing it all wrong.
You get it on fire.
Okay.
Like this, like this, like
We're
this.
gonna do a poll.
Like that.
dude,
Then you go.
No.
Ooh,
Perfect.
nice.
That's a perfect marshmallow.
Ooh, nice.
Do a poll in the comment section. Do you roast the marshmallow so it's hot all the way through, so it's nice and squishy and sticky, or do you just burn it and then ruin a marshmallow?
Dude, you burn it in layers. You eat it in layers.
No, that's not when you're making a s'more. If you're eating just a marshmallow, yes, so you peel it off.
It's like an onion.
Tell
Yeah,
me that's not a
but when you're
s'more.
making a s'more.
Oh god, you are way too close for me to focus on that. Yeah, that's a good looking s'more right there. You gonna eat that?
In HD?
No. It needs to be nice and golden brown and roasted. Okay? There's an art to this.
Anthony is the man.
I'm the fat guy in the group. I know how to eat food, right?
Oh. I have taken the official Harry Potter test.
Yes, what are you?
A Gryffindor.
Bullshit.
Oh, God.
Okay, listen.
Oh my god.
Listen.
What are you? Have you done it?
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
listen, you're wrong.
Ravenclaw.
Are you actually?
It's because I'm intelligent. So I'm Ravenclaw.
No.
Wait, Sam, what'd you say you were?
Slytherin.
I told you I haven't watched any of these movies.
What's Melanie?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I think she was like.
I don't know what point of this to put in
Hufflepuff,
the end of the video.
Or she was.
Like, I'm sorry.
She was either Hufflepuff or a Gryffindor.
Does this make me Harry Potter? Am I Daniel Radcliffe with a
Well-
delicious asshole?
You have no hair.
I can't put that in.
Bro, that's literally Cards Against the Humanity.
Oh man.
Why can't you put that in? You
I
can
don't
put
know.
that in.
Alright guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up.
We're done.
or don't. You know, it doesn't really matter.
No,
And
Daniel.
no, it does matter. It's your
I
job.
mean, okay, it is my job now. In case you didn't know, it is technically my job now. So if you hit the thumbs up, that makes me happy, and I can enjoy more s'mores and sit in my front yard
If this video
with a
gets
fire.
if this video gets 1,000 likes, Matt will walk barefoot across the coals of this fire.
Can you up that a little bit at least?
What?
But anyways,
What was
this
it?
video has to end at some point, so we gotta end on the word of the day.
What did you say?
Knuffle doodle.
And today's word of the day, we have all agreed.
No, we haven't.
No.
Have we not?
Nope.
No.
No.
We're not yet to an agreement.
No,
We don't
definitely
even
haven't.
know what word you've
Yeah.
chosen.
What you just said.
We
Which
can't re- we
one?
can't read
We've
your
said
mind.
like 8.
I believe we were leaning on Kernuffle Doodle.
That's what it was. Thank
Knuffle
you.
doodle. That's the one we're going with?
Is that what we're going with?
I mean,
It's your
okay.
video. It's your video, man.
But we're a team.
I swear to God, it
Just
started
along
with
for the
like
ride.
Gryffindor or something.
No, that was my. That
No,
was,
he got Gryffindor.
yeah, that was
and
my
we're all
Harry
upset
Potter
about
hat.
it.
No.
Why are you upset about the fact that I got
I don't
Gryffindor?
know.
Did you not get Gryffindor?
No, he
I
got
got
Hufflepuff.
Ravenclaw.
Oh, Ravenclaw.
The one everybody forgets
I mean, if
about?
I knew anything about what you were talking about, I'd be upset too.
He's probably Gryffindor. I'm Slytherin.
And please, at some point in time, let us know the marshmallow debate, burnt or roasted.
Burnt.
Okay, lightly
He really-
No,
lightly
slightly
golden brown. We
turned.
need to know.
Anthony really wants to know this, so
Yes.
if you guys can just
Oh,
give
it's-
some
As
type
the
of
group fat guy, I need
insight.
to know.
It's literally set the shit on fire.
No,
put it
it's
in your
not. No, it's
s'more.
No.
roasted. Okay, it needs to be heated all the way through.
What do you think
It
happens
helps-
when you light it on fire?
It immediately
have
goes
no
out. It's still
plan.
cold in the center. It doesn't heat the chocolate. Doesn't melt the chocolate.
That's not true.
It is.
What happens when you
Burnt.
light a marshmallow on fire?
The outside gets
burns.
burnt,
And, the
that's
inside
it.
melts.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
Yes, it
No,
does.
it doesn't.
Get a marshmallow.
Do it.
Do it right
No,
now.
you do it.
Here's what I'm
When
gonna
you-
do.
when you roast it-
I'm gonna grab a marshmallow. I'm
When
gonna
you
put it on a
roast
stick.
it,
I'm gonna
it
light
gets
it on
hot.
fire.
Yeah, when you
No,
roast
listen.
it-
I'm gonna light it
No.
on fire,
No, you
and then
listen.
after it's on fire, I
I'm
want
the
you to
elder
stick
in
your
the
finger
group,
in it.
okay?
No,
You-
you're not.
Yes, I
You're
am.
fucking
I'm the old
6.
man.
You're
Okay?
6.
I'm 6.
I
I
thought
may
he was
act 6,
40.
but I'm not
What are
6.
you doing?